Now, find a new rival.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Ooh, let me see some of the good stuff.
Backs him into a corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Can't blame either of these fighters for not wanting to be stuck in that corner. Blocks the jump in. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
Gotta keep pushing.
The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Sweet. Strings it all together. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
Okay.
Sticks the combo. Player one needs to deal with his burnout. Jumps up. Both fighters are barely alive.
Ooh, just a sneeze here will do it.
Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. The corner KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
Well read. Keep going.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Spices things up fight. Spices things up fight, adding the super art to the combo.
Nice, liking that.
Can they stay on top of it? Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Ooh, burnout activates. Drive impact misses. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Max drink level now. This party's getting interesting. Drive gauge on deck. Puts the brakes on the impact.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense. Oh, this is getting tense.
Why are they going in? Hang back. It's there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Player one is showing time in the lab pays off.
Oh, wow. Someone just got turned into a hashtag.
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Oh, they're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
Long low attack hits. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Player one will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. Still slugging it out here. Good call just now.
Gotta be planning something.
Grabs him.
Ooh.
Box him with the target combo. Drink levels at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. And they scrape together a final push.
I'm liking that finish.
Give me more of that.
Ooh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Forcing with the horn. Nice. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
There's a change of side. The Rhino extends the meter on the super art.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
No question, this super art is definitely going to kill. KO.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player one was feeling it there.
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Now, find a new rival.
This time, the person in the mirror is the opponent, and pride is on the line.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
Denied up top.
Good stuff there. What's their play here?
Player two has grabbed the lead. Time to settle in and control the pace. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match.
The fighters are at a standstill. They gotta be cooking up something. Player two is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes?
Bit off a bit more than they can chew.
That's some big, juicy damage on that counter. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
Bit off a bit more than they can chew.
Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it. Ha! They ain't getting up.
Don't worry, we're just getting started here.
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
This may be it. Player 2 has a slight life lead.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
Barely blocks the jump in. At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. That's a count.
Calm before the storm here.
Big throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Back into the corner. What setup do they have?
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
What a smart throw!
Doesn't get any better than that.
One chance here may end this round.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Stranglehorn catches out the gate right there.
Doesn't get any better than that.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Down and out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
Oh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
Picks up the counter, just turning it all the way up with the super. Blocks it. Let's see how these two try and set the tone of the match.
Feel the tension right from the get-go. We got a real fight now. Dishing out the hot stuff. Dishing out the hot stuff.
Here comes the corner. There's a burnout.
You know,
Closes it out.
I'm liking that finish.
Elena!
Player 2 is hot. I'm feeling it.
You know, I really love everyone, and I don't believe anything on this earth is ugly. But that was ugly.
Jumps in. Just out of range for that throw. Goes for the throw.
That was a good one.
All right, let's see the damage here. Sick.
Good stuff there. What's their play here?
It's backed into the corner with pressure building.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it. Nice.
Hits.
Good round.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
I can see the fire in their eyes. They're both ready to go.
Bad it.
Must have been an off day. You've seen better.
Scrapping it out up close.
What's gonna happen next?
Going in? The fighters return to the middle of the stage. They spin some meter here, add some damage, and flair with the super.
That was super good.
They're going for the super art?
What's this?
Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Likely experiencing burnout. Anticipates the throw. They gotta go. The spacing is so on point right now. You're done.
What was that?
Elena!
Player 2 dug in deep to get that win.
Oh, wow. Someone just got...
Here comes a new challenger!
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these two fight it out.
Uses the downtime to get above. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
This is a tough spot to try and throw. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. The super art is almost empty on both ends. Will they wait it out or engage?
Maybe thinking something.
Throws to get around their defense. Player 2 is working with less than ideal drive gauge. They need to be very careful here. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
There's still a chance here. One combo can end this round right now.
Ooh, just a sneeze here will do it. Ooh, this is getting tense.
Hey, oh.
I'm liking that finish.
Send them home. You got this one.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Throws to get around their defense. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Well, we gotta see what lengths both fighters are willing to go to.
Top drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters having full super art gauge means positioning is critical. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now.
Calm before the storm here.
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
It's a good spot to use the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Capoeira, not just fighting, but breakdance fighting. Still a chance, they gotta do it. Forward rush.
Oh, expect some bones to be broken here.
Target combo hit plus some capoeira down and out.
Damn, that was intense.
Keep on the gas. You had your moments there.
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
They can't disappoint themselves. They gotta come out swinging.
Drive impact misses. It's not a rocket ship, just a moon glide.
What's gonna happen next?
Drive rush to keep it going. They're in the corner. This may change the match.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
Player two is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Burns out. Player two is in dark times with burnout. Oh, you never know what can happen here. How you gonna do that? No hesitation or regret. Open up. It's time for business. Hits the critical one. They gotta bust out the float back, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Who's gonna take it?
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on!
This is our destiny.
Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it.
Gets got.
Done.
That was unreal!
Player one clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we...
Here comes a new challenger.
Everyone's getting fired up, and we're just ready to get started.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this better. That was a good one.
Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match. What's their play here?
Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Confident anti-air. Oh,
Ooh,
solid idea. Maybe next time.
must have been an off day. You've seen better.
Gets the jump in. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Good old slap. Experiencing burnout.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch.
Juicy opportunity. It's there.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
All right, now, let's try and switch up the game plan.
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
Going on the offensive? Elena making them look silly with these target combos. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Nice. They choose to bend some meter here, investing in the round.
Doesn't get any better than that. What's gonna happen next?
Is it time for the mix-up? Jump in! Perfect read with the anti-air. A jump in! 100 hand spins the meter on the super art. Are they done? Is this going to be it? It's there!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Not a loss to get down about. If anything, you should be glad for it.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hardworking fighters.
Here comes a new challenger. You must crush them.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
I'm gonna be paying close attention, so you better deliver.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Well, I hope their training paid off.
Good anti-air. Backs him into a corner.
This might be an important turn of the match.
Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drop gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly. The damage is really piling up now. The KO.
Ha! They ain't getting up.
You remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now, and they gotta keep on the gas.
Player 2 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How could they avoid being put there this round? Both fighters want to establish, brushes that off, and keeps going.
What's this?
Spin some meter to add and a super activation. You can't forget the super for extra damage.
Smart decision.
They're backed up and took a chance for big damage with the punish count.
That was super good. Oh, this is getting tense.
They need to be mindful of their opponents and experiencing burnout. They're both drivers. This is gonna get messy. Looking for a chance. Why are they going in? Hang back. Reads the jump in perfectly.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Impact fly. Long critical arc. Yo, what's gonna happen?
What's this?
KO.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Oh yeah, this is all yours.
Very quick GG there. Looks like Heaven's about to get another angel.
Jump knocked him out of the air. It's a good spot to use the super.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Listen, Elena came to fight and kill, and she's all finished with homework. Here comes the corner pressure.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More! Get in there and fight!
Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Oh, watch your head. Burns out.
Hitting a real rough patch.
Excellent damage. Oh, a real test of nerve here. Looking for a good ROI with that back. Crushes in.
That was unreal!
Elena.
Player 2 did some damage there. Damn.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned into a hashtag.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
All right, let's go.
Nothing but air for the impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Solid anti-air there.
What's their play here?
Pressuring him in the corner.
This might be an important turn of the match.
That happens to everyone.
That was painful, but you know what to do. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Very solid corner switch. They're on a roll. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They're still a KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Remember your shortcomings. It's easier to fill in those gaps.
Pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Jump! Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Throws a fireball. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Gotta be planning something.
Barely blocks the jump in. Could be looking to start something.
Oh, both want to pull the trigger. Who's gonna blink first?
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drive gauge is almost empty on both sides. Very. Ooh, burnout activated.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Tries to do something new. Ooh, burnout activates. Clutch, clutch.
super good.
Needs to find a chance to seal. What is anti-air?
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Closes it out.
I'm liking that finish.
That's a huge win there. Settle down and keep grinding.
Very quick GG there. Looks like Heaven's about to get another angel.
That's what we want. Barely blocks the jump in. We're just getting started here. We'll take control.
Show your girl that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
Oh, you never know what's in it. The low's blocked. Shows the medium kick. The throw connects.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Player one with the lead. They're gonna end it quick or hang back.
They got the advantage. Gotta start cooking here.
Dangerous range here. Solid anti-air.
That was super good.
Close range projectile.
I love it.
Both are ready to pull the impact squash. Drops him. Pokes with a kick. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Connects with the throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Powerful hops for the overall throw. Fights back with authority.
I love it.
Either fighter can use drive now. The drive impact doesn't work. Solid anti-air. Dangerous range here. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Jump!
Doesn't get any better than that.
It's over!
That was unreal.
Player one is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really...
Another fight is coming your way.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Denied up top. Low kick doesn't hit. Player one with the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
Knockdown.
Good stuff there.
One fighter's drop gauge is just about empty. Gotta scramble and recover quickly. Player one chases him down.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
The offense is working. Keep that same energy.
Well, we know one player decided to show up and put in the work today.
Everything up until now and hold your breath.
Yeah.
Up the damage on the add some damage and flare with the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Look at the damage they can pump out with this combo. Things are heating up. They need to be mindful of their opponent's SA game.
Calm before the storm here.
Playing nice? They just won't stop switching sides. Is it time for the mix-up? Unfazed by the... Ooh, burnout activates. Time to take this momentum and really run with it. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Medium kick hits. The throw connects.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Perfect read with the anti-air.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Player KO.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player one is unrivaled.
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Here comes a new challenger.
Right here, right now, we're in for something special.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
Hope you'll put up a fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these two fight it out.
House for the throw. Will the drive rush here open things up for them? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Throws him. What's next? Throws to get around their defense.
Yeah.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Had the radar up and running.
Nice. Liking that.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 springs forward with a drive rush.
Calm before the storm here.
This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it.
Ooh, just a sneeze here will do it.
Oh my KO!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Gotta shake it off. Let's go!
The pressure's building. We're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here?
I think we're gonna see things open up in a big way.
Down to the wire.
Okay.
Super on deck for both, experiencing burnout.
Hitting a real rough patch.
Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around.
Let's end this on a fire!
Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
No worries about that.
Time to hit the gym and retool for the next match. Oh!
Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Clean KO. Nice meter awareness. Not there anymore! You're done!
What was that?
The pieces are there. Keep your head up and focus.
Put it on the best out list. Talk about a barn burner.
Kimberly. Elena. Elena.